Hey everyone! Thanks for joining me again this week. So today I am doing a video where you guys get to know me a little bit better. So I was going to do 20 random facts about me, but I couldn't think of 20, so I'm only doing 18. So I know I have a couple new subscribers, actually quite a few new subscribers over the past month or so. So I figured that this would be sort of a good video for you guys to get to know me just a little bit better. Number 1. I have a twin sister. If you guys noticed, I do have a video, a sister tag with her that I did about a year ago. She lives in London, actually no, she used to live in London, England. Now she lives in Nottingham in England. And so that's why, I don't really get to see her all too much. So I am the older twin by 13 minutes. I have 3 cats. As you've probably seen in my past videos, the 2 boys, Brolin and Eddie, are the most active of the 2 and like to get up to a little bit of mischief a lot. And then the 3rd cat that I have is a girl named Norma Jean, and she's a little bit older. Brolin and Eddie are just over 2 years old, and Norma is, I think, 11 years old now. So she's kind of getting up there in age, and she likes to stay away from the crazy boys. Number 3, I just started this week taking ballet lessons. So I just started adult beginner ballet classes. I have always wanted to try ballet ever since I was a kid. So I just thought, why not just start as adults? So I am super excited to start. I am probably going to go pick up my ballet shoes today. And I've been practicing and trying to stretch as much as possible. So I'm super excited, and maybe I'll do sort of an update on that if you guys are interested as well. Number 4, I lived in New Hampshire for 2 years. I lived in New Hampshire for school. I did my master's there in conservation biology. And I lived in a small town called Keene, New Hampshire. It's just it's about 30 minutes from the border of Vermont. So it's a beautiful area. If you guys haven't ever visited New Hampshire, I definitely recommend it. Both New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine are just 3 beautiful states. Sort of tied into that, now I am a biologist. So if you didn't know what I do for a career, I am a biologist. I am a wildlife management biologist, and I have been for the past year. I got the job almost as soon as I finished my master's in conservation biology, and I feel very lucky that I am doing a job that I love, and I really enjoy that I get to sort of protect and save endangered animals here in my hometown. Number 6. I hate cilantro. I hate it with a burning passion. I think it's the type of food that I hate most in life. I cannot stand the taste of it. If even a little hint of cilantro is in anything, it's all I can taste, and it makes me want to vomit. Number 7, I used to be a vegetarian for 7 years. I stopped eating beef first, and then in high school, I think I was 15, and then when I turned 16, I cut out all meat, and then I was a full vegetarian for about 7 years, and then I sort of started eating chicken and turkey again, and now that's pretty much all I eat. I eat fish as well. But pretty much the only meat that I eat now, on the rare occasion that I do, is either turkey or chicken. And then on very rare occasions, I will have pork, usually bacon. I don't really like any other form of pork other than bacon. And I still haven't eaten beef in that number of years. So last time I ate beef was when I was 16 years old. So it's been a good 14 years since I've eaten beef. Number 8, I have never broken a bone. Knock on wood. Have not broken a bone anywhere in my body. Number 9, I am an atheist, and I have been an atheist for a while. In my undergrad, I kind of transitioned. I'm baptized Catholic, was raised Catholic, and then once I got into university and sort of figuring things out for myself, I became agnostic, and now I am an atheist. Number 10, my middle name is Victoria, and that is named after a relative on my mom's side named Victoria Ann Peace, and I believe her Victoria came from Queen Victoria, so technically I guess I'm named after Queen Victoria. Number 11, I haven't traveled to any other provinces. So I am from Ontario, Canada. I live in Ontario, Canada. I have never traveled to any other provinces in Canada. I have traveled to many other states in the United States. I have traveled to other countries. I have flown across oceans, but I have never been to any other province in Canada, and that's really something that I hope to change sometime in the future. I'd really like to go and visit BC and Quebec too. I almost traveled to Quebec while I was living in New Hampshire because I was so close, but that just didn't work out, and I really have an interest in traveling to the Maritime provinces as well. Number 12, I used to draw in grade school and high school. That was a really big hobby of mine, and I believe I kept drawing until I was about 20 years old. And then for some reason I just got out of the habit of drawing, pretty much because I'm a perfectionist. So when I draw, even though I enjoyed it, I get very frustrated if it wasn't turning out how I wanted to. So I might include some pictures of some of the stuff that I did in high school and early in my undergrad of some stuff that I drew. I mainly drew portraits. That was my main thing I liked drawing, and usually celebrities too. Number 13, I have 2 tattoos. So I think you guys have probably seen my one tattoo right here. This is a tattoo I got, I think, when I was 20. And it is the emblem for J.R.R. Tolkien. I am a huge Lord of the Rings fan. The other one that I have is the One Ring inscriptions on my hip. And that one I got, this one was my first tattoo, and then that one I got, I think, about a year later. I want to get more tattoos. The only thing is that it's very expensive and I don't really have the money for it right now. But for the past number of years, what I really want to get is a tattoo sort of on my shoulder, not really a half sleeve, but maybe like a quarter sleeve, maybe, I don't know, of Treebeard. And it's sort of an image that John Howe, a famous sort of artist who draws many things for Lord of the Rings, he has a very sort of ethereal drawing of Treebeard, not really the sort of bulky Treebeard from the movies. And I really like that drawing, and I really want to get that on my shoulder. Obviously, me being a biologist and environmentalist, the story of the Ents is my favorite part of Lord of the Rings. I really, really identify with that. And so that's why I really want to get a tattoo to sort of represent my environmentalist side and my love of Lord of the Rings and sort of fantasy type stuff. Number 14, I have agoraphobia. I mentioned this in my anxiety video. I've suffered with agoraphobia pretty much all my life. Right now, I'm on anxiety meds, so my agoraphobia isn't that bad. Really isn't bad at all. But I used to be really bad in high school and undergrad. Anytime I'd have to go out or leave my house or do something that I felt like I was trapped and I couldn't escape the situation, like going to the bank, going to the grocery store, taking the bus to school, being in class too, would trigger my agoraphobia, and I would obviously have an anxiety attack. I would get nauseous, I would get sweaty, and sometimes I'd even have to sort of leave class or leave the situation to feel better. And I remember even missing a couple of classes, quite a few classes in my last year of undergrad, because I think that was when my agoraphobia was the worst. Number 15, my favorite season is spring. I love spring because it's sort of a renewal and a thawing from the cold bitterness of winter. Winter is my least favorite season. So I love spring just because it's starting to warm up, the days are getting longer, it leads into summer, flowers are coming up, things are starting to get greener, the trees are, starting to get greener. So that's why I really like spring. Number 16, I used to be fluent in French. I actually lived for a month in France on exchange when I was in high school. When you're Canadian, you have to take French classes up until grade 9, I believe. And I took French class all the way from grade 1 to grade 12. And I used to be fluent, but unfortunately I have lost quite a bit of it. I am still pretty good at understanding French if someone's talking to me, but for me to sort of speak it on my own takes a little bit of time to formulate and think of what I want to say. Number 17, I didn't get my driver's license until I was 24 years old. So the quick story with that, both me and my sister, when we turned 16, we started reading, the driver's handbook to sort of learn and to take the test. My twin sister was the one who took the test first to get her G1 license. And so one time when we were 16, my mom was driving us home from school, and she asked if my sister wanted to take over and drive the rest of the way home. And long story short, she ended up running over a no parking sign in front of, it was still pretty close to the high school, so there was still kids walking home from high school, and sort of saw the incident, and that was super embarrassing and sort of gave me anxiety for a number of years of trying to learn how to drive. And my sister was the one who got her driver's license first. I think she was 18 or 19 when she got her full license. So she was usually the one driving us around. We had the same circle of friends, so whenever I sort of had to go somewhere, she was also going, so she was always my ride. And so it wasn't until she moved to England when we were both 24 that I was like, okay, I guess I should probably get my license now so I can drive myself places. And then last, number 18, I hate wearing socks. I am not wearing socks right now. If you don't like feet, too bad. Here's my foot. I hate wearing socks. I hate having, it feels like suffocating on my feet to wear socks. So I hate wearing socks. I feel like they make me sweaty. I just like having my feet free, and any chance I get, I do not wear socks. If I have to go out somewhere and put on socks, as soon as I get home, socks are off. So that's it. Those are 18 random facts about me. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about me and found it entertaining. So once again, thank you guys so much for joining me this week, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye!